Time to welcome in Mike Harrell of Harrell Automotive for this week's edition of You Oughta Know. Mike's here to answer your car questions. Mike, Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
How are your holidays?
Quiet.
Quiet.
Very quiet.
Oh, that's nice.
Not a word you hear a lot of times when describing the holidays. So good for you, and we're excited to have you back for this new year.
I'm excited to be here in 24.
All right. Well, let's get to our first question today. I have a 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe, Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. It takes longer to start and sounds like it's working harder when it's very cold outside. It has not left me stranded yet, but seems to be getting worse. I am mechanically inclined. What things can I check on my own? It's coming in from Ken.
Well, Ken, there are some things you can check on your own. Number one, I'd pop my hood and just take a look at the top of my battery to see how it looked. It sounds to me like you might have a battery that's starting to get weak. And as the temperature drops, it requires more amperage to move your starter. So the electricity that's available isn't quite there. As the temperature drops, your battery power goes lower, even when you're not using it.
So just to the naked eye, what are you looking for when you look at your battery?
Looking for any kind of fuzziness or corrosion, things that are built up on top of the terminals where the cables come and connect on top of the battery. That, and then testing your battery as well would be a good start. And most part stores or any automotive shop would be able to test your battery and tell you what state of condition it's in.
Generally, how long does the battery last these days?
Well, it used to be a long time. Today, it's within 2 to 3 years we're starting to see failures of batteries, even on brand new vehicles.
Oh, wow.
Why is that? Is it because of all the technology in the cars today?
There certainly is a lot more of an electrical demand on the battery than there was in the past, but I do suspect that we're getting just an inferior type battery
Cheaper
today.
batteries.
Yeah,
Cheaper
cheaper
batteries,
batteries.
just like everything today.
Sure.
We're cutting costs to kind of stay competitive, and you have to cut it somewhere.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Just not made as like they used to.
No.
Right?
Exactly. You know, my parents said the same
I
thing.
know, now here we are. All right, next question. My steering wheel shakes when I drive on the highway. It's not shaking before 40 miles per hour and goes away after 65. What is happening? And is it dangerous? This coming in from Kat.
Well, Kat, whether it's dangerous or not, it's hard to tell without looking at the vehicle. Generally, a vibration that comes and goes like that with specific speeds is going to be related to your tires being out of balance, more than likely. It could be other things, but that's the most common culprit. So a tire balance would be in order. There's a few things you can do there. You can run your finger on the outside of the tire to see if it feels smooth or if we have an uneven wear, or if one side of the tire looks different than the other side. That would tell us that we have wear causing, an uneven wear being caused by a vibration or an out of balance.
How often should you rotate your tires?
For me, I drive an SUV that's all-wheel drive, and I rotate my tires every oil change.
Wow,
And I get a long life out of my tires, as opposed to some people don't ever rotate their tires, and they do tend to wear out, especially on those SUVs where we don't have that suspension like the front-wheel drive cars have.
It's something you forget, but it's such an easy fix. And if you can get more mileage out of your tires to do it with every oil change. While we're talking about that, do you have to change oil every 3 months, or with these newer cars, can you go longer?
You can extend out past 3 months. I would say, as a rule of thumb, it's about 5,000 miles is what we see as the service interval on most newer vehicles. Especially when you're using a quality synthetic oil, it can last a little bit longer.
All right.
Okay.
We cover everything today?
I think so. Some really good questions. You get
Yeah.
lots of folks coming in for snow tires.
Oh my goodness, it was so busy today.
Was it?
After being off a few days,
Yes.
it kind of, everything piles up.
It sure does.
Well, send us your car questions at ask@yououghtaknow.org. Mike will be here next week to answer your car questions. Maybe yours will make the cut.
And you got to bring that cute dog on sometime.
Yes.
Don't tempt me.
we want
Dogs are always welcome.
always welcome on the Blue Couches.
Handled.
Great to see you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Mike.
Mike. We'll be right back.